When there's no room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. Welcome back to Newstalgia, the show where we find out what happens when something old becomes something new. Growing up, I've always loved the concept of zombies. They're scary enough to be seen as a threat, but also slow enough, at least in most interpretations, to be able to see how you could possibly survive in such a scenario. One of my favorite zombie films is Dawn of the Dead. The original, but to be honest, the remake was really well done as well. I've always loved the idea of trying to survive a zombie outbreak in a mall. You have access to food and supplies, but on top of that, weapons, and it's in an area that could be easily fortified. When I was in high school, Dead Rising was released, and I was absolutely excited. A game which took my favorite zombie scenario and let me experience it. The final product was both good and bad. I loved the experience and the story was alright, but the 72-hour timeline didn't really let me enjoy it to my full extent. But I still did enjoy it. Replaying the remaster, I was brought back to those same thoughts. I was really enjoying this blast from the past, and the graphics looked great. Not a massive update, but you could really notice the smaller details. Plus, when I first played the game, the text boxes were so difficult to read because it was in the transition period from small def to high def. Now we're in the high def era, so it's much easier to read the text, which there tends to be a good amount. The gameplay itself is solid. It's not a very fluid combat system. The gunplay is pretty crappy. I tend to prefer to use melee weapons whenever I can. There's also a really annoying issue on the PS4 at least. When you're trying to run, Frank often rolls. When you go to move, the controller detects you moving the analog stick forward twice often, which will cause you to roll. It can make traveling long distances or trying to make a quick getaway a pain in the ass. The best part about this experience though is the variety of weapons in this game. You can use pretty much anything you can find, which is nice because it lets you play the way you want to play. There's also a huge focus on survival. You kind of want to spend time memorizing solid food locations when you start to run low on it, since you'll often need food to heal. Besides the story, there are survivors that pop up that you can rescue and take back to your safe house, and psychos you can fight to gain access to their special weapons. The game also features an RPG-like leveling system. As you level, you'll unlock new skills, more passive abilities, and more inventory slots. Overall, the game was really ambitious for its time, and it still sort of shows. While the game may not be perfect, it's a blast nonetheless. The market has become pretty oversaturated with zombie games now, although I still enjoy them. I actually just picked up a new one, World War Z, but I think it's a genre that will just always be there. There are ways to evolve on the concepts, like how Dead Rising did, that can sort of freshen up the experiences. If you love to kill zombies, or just want a casual zombie killing RPG experience, this comes recommended. A lot of times you can find it on sale for like $7, which is honestly a steal. Even if you're not sure if you'd like this game, it's worth giving it a shot for that low of a price. On that note, this has been Newstalgia. Stay tuned for next time.